Hey everyone, Sword here, and today it is the 148th episode of Weekly Vlogs. 148 weeks has gone by and I'm still going. And recently, there have been many crashes happening lately. And some of them it's not their fault, some of them it was their fault and all that good stuff, but let's not get into the details. It makes me think about the people who visit the state. It is that the fact that they don't know the traffic laws here. And a few examples. One of them is that if there's no sign on the intersection saying that you can only make the turn on a green light, and if there is, or a green light going from north and south, and there's no cars anywhere in the vicinity, you have the right of way to turn. Some people will actually wait until there's a green arrow light. It gets really annoying. I've already been behind some of the people who have actually just waited until there's a green light, and there's no cars going from in the vicinity of 3 miles. I'm like, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and make the turn already. You're holding up the line. Nobody honked at the guy, but still, they should have. And then, of course, we had to wait another 5 minutes due to the fact that it turned red, and then they had to wait till the green light goes on. It was just really annoying. People don't know how to actually drive these days, and it's amazing how they still have a license. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about whenever you see people who do terrible driving. You just wonder, you think to yourselves, how in the world did they even pass the driving test, and how did they ever get a license, and why hasn't it been revoked yet? I've already had people who actually cut in front of me where I'm going northbound. Wait, no. Okay, this is how it went. I was going southbound. There you go. I was going southbound, and then there was a car on the left turn lane going northbound, and he decides to actually cut in front of me while I was still going southbound. There were no cars right behind me, but he still decides to actually try to cut in front of me. Seriously, I would have caused an accident if I wasn't paying attention. Or he would have actually. Wait, whose fault would it be at this point? The driver who was going northbound actually cutting in front of me without yielding, or the fact that I'm going southbound and I had to be aware of my surroundings? That is the thing about traffic laws. It is so confusing that you don't even know what's going on anymore. And I've already had friends who argue saying like, if there's a car in front of you and it makes a stop for no reason and you hit them, why is it that it is your fault? I would have to defend them, or I would have to say something like, well, is that when you're driving, you have to be aware of what's in front of you, and you have to have at least a good half a mile space, if that's the correct term, or at least a car length of space, so that if they make an abrupt stop, then you have time to stop and not hit them. Traffic laws are so, I don't know, is this the proper word for it? Wonky? I don't even know anymore. I heard that phrase before, but it's just, I don't even know what the word is. What would you call that? What kind of thing would you call a law? It's just so screwy that you don't even know right from wrong at this point, or you don't know whose fault it is if a car accident were to happen. All I do know is that if you're driving and you're behind the car, then you are responsible for what happens if you were to hit that other car in front of you, and as well as if you are backing up, then you are responsible no matter what goes on if you were to actually hit another person while you yourself are backing your car up. I've already seen an accident happened in front of my workplace where, from what my coworkers said, that the van in front of the car stopped for no reason whatsoever. They were wondering why did the van stop, but when that van stopped, the car behind them actually rammed into the back of the van. It actually went a good 20 to 25 feet. It just pushed them forward, and the car went with them because of the momentum. Because you could see the little bit of the oil track going from the starting point all the way to the ending point. The front of the car who hit the van, it was totally done. You cannot drive that car anymore. It was pretty much decommissioned. While the back of the van, it just has a big dent in it. And nothing really much happened, but one person had to go to the hospital just for a checkup, because when you're sitting down, then you get hit in the back, it's like, yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. Just pretty much it's up for a checkup of the person, because I don't know if they were wearing their seatbelt or not, but when you get pushed forward, sometimes you can hurt your back, or you hurt your muscles, or you just feel sore right afterwards. So they wanted to check up on the person. Everybody else was fine. It's just that one person. But like I said, traffic laws are way out of control at these times because sometimes you don't even know whose fault it is at one point. This is why I want to invest in a dash cam. Maybe if I could find a 2 dash cam bundle, one for the front and one for the back, so that if there's anything that happens, then I have video proof that I was in control of my car and I was a good driver. Even though you didn't hear this from me, but I don't like the speed limit. I go a little bit like around 5 miles, at least 5 miles to 10 miles. Oh my God, I'm a rebel. But I really hated the fact that sometimes it just feels like you're going too slow. Especially when I'm trying to get to work in under 10 minutes. I hate traffic. I really do. Anyways, what was I saying? Ah, yes. This all happened because of the visitors from out of state. One thing for sure, did I even talk about the red turn? I can't remember if I did. But simplify it as if you're on the right turn lane, at least here, I don't know if any other states have this law or not, or this implied law, because some of them are not even laws, but if you're on the right turn lane and there's a red light and there's no cars going from east or west, you could make your turn. But I've seen people who wait till a green light. I'm like, come on, hurry up already. It's just, you're holding up the line. You're just slowing down traffic. You have the right of way. There's no cars going from east and west. Go ahead and go. People, know your laws. If you're from another state, or if you yourself are going to another state, know the traffic laws of that state so you won't cause problems, or they don't cause problems for everyone around you, or them. Everything. Just know the laws. So again, I'm going to invest in a dash cam. I got to find out what the prices are for a good dash cam and see how I could set it up and to see if it's good quality or not, and just pretty much set it up, be ready to go. If there's an accident, I could have it on film, and then possibly I could upload it to YouTube as well if there's any people who have bad driving skills. It's just, I've talked about bad people who drive and are horrible at driving. At least I could show footage of that, and then you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So just as long as there's no fatal accidents and I'm able to upload it without any, what's it called? Hesitation. There you go. No hesitation to upload. Because there are some, what's it called? I cannot think anymore. I have all this energy and now I am just done for. It's just, I have a set of rules for myself, and it is kind of an implied rule that you should not actually upload videos of other people getting themselves hurt unless it's informational and you have permission from the person to upload the video. Because there's people who upload videos without the consent of the person that's being recorded. That's another thing. It's kind of against the law at some places too. So be aware of the laws. But until then, that's going to be the end of this video, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If not, then I'll try better next time. But if anything else, this is going to be end. And if I have a question for you, what was the most idiotic driving you have ever seen on the road? If you are the person who's driving or if you're just a passenger, what was the most idiotic driving you have ever seen in your life? Until then, have a great day everyone. I'm SwordKing090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.